Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is officially May 30th. I am back for some MLB home run picks. We still got one more game going on here for Friday, May 29th. We got the Diamondbacks and Mariners still in the middle of the eighth. So we'll check this game out. The Dodgers and Phillies game just got done. A lot of home runs that game, but here we already got Crawford, Julio Rodriguez, Perdomo. Crawford hit a homer. Five homers so far in this game. Rayleigh just hit one here at the bottom of the sixth inning. So today's, well, it is Saturday now, but if you're on the West Coast, it is still Friday. A lot of home runs that still have been hit. So it's been a good day if you've taken your singles, like I try to preach all the time. Want to say thanks again to everyone that's been subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. It's greatly appreciated. Please continue to like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll put the link to the Discord in the comments as well. Discord will be coming not a Discord, but I'm sorry, a podcast will be coming very soon. More details to emerge about that after I go through more of those details tomorrow sometime, tomorrow afternoon with Truck, on what's going to happen with that. So looking forward to doing that. And yeah, so what we'll do is yeah, it's 12:40 in the morning here. Having some coffee, so figure I get this rolling and get some picks out early. But anyways, weather for Saturday doesn't look too bad. No postponements or weather delays showing. Coors Field here, Sutter Health Park, and Great American Ballpark all look great for home runs, as well as like good model percentages for Houston indoors. Dodger Stadium as today. So yeah, like I said, that game popped off tonight. I just needed Harper for a home run today, and then I would have hit on a four-legger with Harper, Schwarber, Freddie Freeman, and then Shohei Ohtani. So this should be another good game tomorrow as well between these two teams. So Freeman, Muncy, Ohtani, they all had a homer against Wheeler in this one. And then Will Smith also had one off him too. And then Schwarber hit one in the sixth inning. So 5 home runs this game as well. So that's 10 home runs right there between these two games I just mentioned. The Diamondbacks and Mariners, and Phillies and Dodgers. Little overview. I've already looked at Saturday's slate already a little bit. It's looking good. I like it. So we got a early afternoon game. Tigers at White Sox, unfortunately, for the Friday game. Vargas hit a bottom of the 10th inning home run here, and then upset the Tigers. So that brings the Tigers to 22-36. But Framber Valdez will be on the mound, who hasn't been very good. I think he's let up about, I was going to say 7 home runs, but 6 home runs on the season. So right here will be a good game to target. So automatically, the top 2 home run hitters, Dingler and Murakami, are going to be top for my list here. That's if Murakami plays. I know he did get injured in Friday's game, so just be on the lookout for the lineups there. But as far as anybody else, Colson Montgomery, Vargas will be good targets for the White Sox. And yeah, they don't have no home run hitters up or props up on FanDuel right now. But Dingler, and then Murakami if he plays. And then, like I said, Colson Montgomery. Grichuk is a good long shot as well. Lefty versus righty. We got the Blue Jays and Baltimore Orioles. So that previous game will be at Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Wind blowing in. and good weather here at 68 degrees. So only Cleveland, Seattle, it's going to be in the 50s. So what game were we going to here? So Toronto and Baltimore. We got E. Savage, who's been pretty good so far this year, against Brandon Young. So automatically, I like Gunnar Henderson and Okamoto. Both look good. Are my top two for this game. And then, yeah, Gunnar Henderson for the righty versus lefty. And then Okamoto, or Okamoto, however you pronounce the name. Let's see. We'll go down to the stats here for a minute. So, yeah, E. Savage hasn't let off any home runs. So, I'd bet this game lightly against him. And then Okamoto does look good against Brandon Young, who's let off 5 home runs so far this season. We'll head to this next game, Kansas City and the Rangers. So we got, who do we got on the mound here? Seth Lugo against Kumar Rocker. So Berger for the Rangers looks good here, as well as Jock Peterson, if he does play the lefty versus righty. So we'll back up here. They even have the game posted on FanDuel yet. Yeah, so let's see, they got the props up. So Jock Peterson at plus 300 odds. And I'll go through at the end of this video, post my, I got 12 favorite singles for tomorrow. For Saturday slate. And then I'll post those. And then I won't have any NHL picks. Carolina Hurricanes just won the series against the Montreal Canadiens 4-1. So eventually be the Knights against the Canes for the Stanley Cup, which should be a really good series, honestly. I think that will go at least 6 games. I hope it does, at least. And then as far as like parlays for Saturday slate, like I said, I'll post my favorite 12 singles. And then I'll post my parlays in the comments here. And I'll also post them on the Discord as well. So anyways, for this game, I like Jake Berger. I already got Jock Peterson on here. And then I only like Salvador Perez for the Royals. I'll take these guys off. These 3 guys for this game. And then as far as that game goes, it's in Texas. So indoor stadium, roof closed. So, I mean, like I was talking in Discord tonight, like the night games have been popping off. Like the balls have been juiced. Like 9 p.m. on, the games have been really good for home runs. So, like the 2 p.m., 4 p.m. games, just bet lightly. It's just the way that it's been just going right now. So, and I'll go over like a couple of the top picks for the 9 p.m. games for the Saturday slate as well. I'll kind of touch on a couple things, but anyways, we'll get through these games first. We got San Diego and Washington. Talking about the podcast in the Discord. So we got San Diego and Washington. Michael King against Foster Griffin. So Michael King. Let's see. Why am I not seeing the game for? What game was I looking at here? San Diego and Washington. All right. Right here. So look at the game cast. So Michael King's giving up 5 home runs on the season, and Griffin's giving up 10. So I like Machado here against Foster Griffin, the righty versus lefty. Yeah, I like Machado. And then he's the only one I'd take for San Diego. And then James Wood for the Nationals. And that's all I would take for this game. I was really heavy on Wood and Lowe for Friday's games. And then also Soto. Unfortunately, none of them hit. But yeah, just James Wood and then Manny Machado here. I know I probably sound crazy for having coffee at 1 a.m., but whatever keeps me awake to do these videos for you guys. This next game, we got the Twins at Pittsburgh. So again, for this game, I like Below, lefty versus righty, and then Buxton as well against Mitch Keller. So, again, I'm going past the game here. So, Bailey Ober against Mitch Keller. So, Ober's let up 9 home runs. So, Buxton's definitely a go. And then Keller, I think Below's a go again here, too. All right, so that's all I would play for this game. Is these two. Let's check out if they got their odds on here yet. So Buxton and then Brandon Lowe. And then how's the weather looking for that game? It's going to be at PNC Park. So wind blowing in 68 degrees and 9 mile an hour. So not too bad there. Next game, Boston against Cleveland. So we got Sonny Gray against Parker Messick. So as far as this game goes, Wilson Contreras, I like. Rhys Hoskins if he plays against Sonny Gray. And then Patrick Bailey as well, the switch hitter, is all who I would take for this game. So let's go here. So Wilson Contreras, Rhys Hoskins, and then Patrick Bailey is a good single at plus 980. So if he's not one of my 12 favorite singles tomorrow, but if you want to take him, go for it. All right, how's the weather as far as Cleveland? Let's see how this is looking. So wind blowing in 59 degrees. Yeah, I would probably lay out this game if this is consistent, if this still stays true for tomorrow. I probably wouldn't even bet that game. So I'd lay off it. And all this stuff is free. All this content, like I do this is out of my own time. So if I can just get some subscribers and likes and comments, I would greatly appreciate it. On to this next game, Brewers and Astros. So let's take a look here at projected lineup. Okay, so Yordan Alvarez, definitely like him in this spot. And then Jake Bauers starts. I like Jake Bauers as well. Let's take a look at the game cast. So Brandon Sprout's giving up 9, and then Lambert's giving up 2. So Yordan Alvarez is worth firing up. He's one of my favorite singles. And then, like I said, Jake Bauers. But Alvarez is my favorite for this game. And that should cover the 4 p.m. slate, the early afternoon games, right? Oh, I got one more. Two more. So Miami and New York Mets. You got Tyler Phillips against Christian Scott. So automatically I'd like to fire up Juan Soto against Tyler Phillips. And then Liam Hicks against Christian Scott. We'll take a look at some stats here. And then, is this? Okay, he's already had a start, Tyler Phillips has. Okay. So there's a relief pitcher, so this is going to be a bullpen game for the Marlins more than likely. Well, Juan Soto and then Liam Hicks. You can fire up here my top two favorites for this game. My cat's being weird and just sleeping right next to me. Juan Soto and then Liam Hicks. They got Liam Hicks priced at plus 760 here. When was the last time he hit a home run? I do like the lefty versus righty matchup. So not too long ago, Saturday, May 23rd. So those are good odds for him. Those are worth taking. And then while the wind's blowing in here in New York, as far as temperature goes, 66 degrees. Last one of the 4 p.m. slate, Angels and Tampa Bay Rays. So Yandy Diaz, I think he knocked 2 out of the park today for today's games. Let's take a look. Diaz, I think he did have 2. Yeah, he did. He had one in the first inning and one in the 7th inning. So you could fire him up again today. Yandy Diaz. Let's see if I can find him. The game might not be posted yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So Yandy Diaz and Mike Trout you could take from this game. These two guys. Mike Trout and Yandy Diaz, the righty versus lefty, and then Trout against Rasmussen. We'll move on to Braves and Reds. So they got this game on here already. 7 p.m. slate. So Olsen, you can fire up. And then I like Ellie for the Reds. Again, one of my favorite ballparks here. Model percentage at plus 14%. Temperature will be pretty decent. Wind only blowing in at 9 miles an hour. And then let's see who's on the mound here for this game. Reds and Braves. So you got Perez and Brady Singer. So Singer's giving up 14. I think Olsen's got 2 home runs off of him, actually. So Olsen should be in a good spot to hit a dinger today. He's one of my top 12 singles as well. So these two guys I really like, Olsen and Ellie. We'll move on to Cubbies and Cardinals. So for this game, Happ looks good here in the lefty versus righty as a switch hitter. And then Jordan Walker against Ben Brown. We'll go. So Leahy, let's see, against Happ. Okay. So he's 0 for 2, no hits. But still take Happ. I mean, he's been hitting pretty good lately. He's got 2 home runs the past 2 games. Well, 3 now. 3 games in a row. He's hit a home run. Let's see what his odds are at. So Jordan Walker and then Ian Happ for this game. All right, we'll move on to, let's see what the weather is in St. Louis. I don't think it was nothing too extravagant. Wind blowing in 7 mile an hour. Yeah, it's got like the warmest weather on the slate here. All right, San Francisco and Colorado. So, like I said, 9 p.m. slates have been really good lately. So who hit a home run the first game of this series today? Let's take a look. Go to today's games or Fridays. So Rockies won 8-6. Yeah, we were making a joke in the Discord that Devers hit a triple here in all stadiums of Colorado's. But yeah, there was only one home run this game, and it was Tovar. Oh yeah, and then the Hunter Goodman home run that the umpire reviewed. So both of these came in the 9th inning. But Tovar, I like again for this game. Let's look at the pitcher matchup for Saturday. Hauser against Feltner. So Hauser's giving up 8. And then Feltner's giving up 5 home runs. I think Feltner's just gotten off the injured list. Yeah, 15-day IL. So we'll go to this game. And then, like I said, you can fire up Casey Schmidt. He's been hitting pretty good lately. And then Ezequiel Tovar at plus 790 odds is a good take there. Yankees and Athletics. Nick Kurtz hit today. Ben Rice hit. Goldschmidt hit. Let's see if I'm missing anybody else for this game. Friday. Man, the Tigers just have been upsetting me, man. Just they got to get it together quick if they want to. I mean, it's a long season, but they need to get it together really quick. Let's see what's going on here in the Discord at 1 a.m. in the morning. I'll talk at some UFC. Yeah, McGregor's returning. I don't know who he's fighting against, but AccuMace keeps up on the UFC a lot and posts like his UFC predictions. So, like I said in the Discord, we talk all things sports. So we have a good time. So don't be afraid to join and chat it up. So yeah, the Yankees won 8-2. Kurtz homer, like I mentioned. Oh, McMahon, I left him out. And then Rice. So as we know, Rooker Saturday is in use. All right, against Ryan Weathers. So for this game, I like Rooker, Shea Langeliers, Judge. All right, so these are my top 3 for this game. And then I think that's it. I mean, Ben Rice is always a go as well in the lefty versus righty. He's been seeing the ball really well lately. And then see if I see anybody else. Yeah, that's probably who I would take for is Shea and then Rooker for the Athletics for this game. You got D-backs and Mariners. So this was another good game tonight. Is this game still being played? Yeah, it is. It's going to extra innings. Gosh, a lot of these games are going extras today. So J.P. Crawford, Julio hit, Perdomo hit, Crawford, Luke Raley. So this has been a good game to target. For Saturday's game, let's see who's on the mound. Nelson against Wu. Yeah, so I think this will be another home run heavy game here to target. Let's see. So we can go. Let's look at this lineup. So if Russ Snyder's in the lineup, you could fire him up. And then as far as anybody else, Luke Raley and the lefty versus righty for the Mariners. I mean, Julio's always a go. Julio, Luke Raley. And then as far as the D-backs, you can do Ketel Marte. And then that's probably about it. That's all I would take. Corbin Carroll. I just don't know when the last time Carroll hit a home run. Let's see the batter versus pitcher matchup. So he's 1 for 6 off of Wu. Okay, so yeah, it's been since May 17th since he's hit a home run last time. So the last game on the slate, which was a really fun game to watch, is the Phillies against the Dodgers. So Andrew Painter against Roki Sasaki. I think that's what ESPN's got listed on here. Let's take a look. Yes, it is. So Painter's giving up 7 on the season. Sasaki's giving up 9. So you can automatically fire up Pages. You can fire up Muncy. Lefty versus righty matchup again. Muncy's been on fire. Freeman. I mean, this will be another good game to target. I mean, you could target this game with the rest of the 9 p.m. games. Schwarber. So Ohtani on my list, yeah. Ohtani. Muncy. Freeman. Yeah, you can fire up lefties here. I don't know if anybody else. If I got. Okay, I think I'm just missing Pages. Yeah, Pages. And then Schwarber for the Phillies. Harper's Harper. He has his days. Like I said, I needed him today for my 4-legger. I mean, it was my 8-legger home run lotto parlay. So it was more the 2 bases than the 1 RBI parlay that I did. But yeah, if I would have done like Will Smith or somebody instead of Bryce Harper. But hey, that's what you get for playing parlays. They're for fun, right? So, but these are 5 of my favorites for this game. This will be probably the best game to target again tomorrow. So, all right, yeah, we'll go over some of my top singles here for the slate. And like I said, I'll have some pairings tomorrow in the Discord and in the comments. All right, so I didn't want to click on that game. So Wood will be a good target for the games. Lau. And then we'll go to this Angels game. Trout will be a good target for a single. Okay, and depending on your unit size, I mean, you'll still be profiting either way, right? Yordan Alvarez. Okay, still plus 300, so you're still getting some profit off that. And And then we'll go to Ellie, who's priced at plus 390. Matt Olson. And then, hold on one sec here. Jeez, it's windy outside or something. All right, where'd I leave off at? Yordan Alvarez. So, Ellie, Matt Olson, and then we'll go to Ian Happ. He's priced at plus 590. And then Casey Smith for the Giants. Rooker for the Athletics. Shea Langeliers, Judge, and then Schwarber. All right, so these are 12 of my top singles for Saturday's slate. Schwarber, Schmidt, Happ, Alvarez, Trout, Lau, Wood, Judge, Langeliers, and Rooker. All right, so, and then, let's see, we'll go here. And then, like I said, like the 9 p.m. games will be like the top targets for, you know, the games. I just feel like they've been popping off more. So, but whatever you're comfortable with. And like I said, I'll have some pairings as well in the comments on here and then on the Discord. But, yeah, that's about it. The weather, like I said, don't look too bad. Nothing like really to stay away from. If you got any questions, hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on the Discord. I'll have the link for that in the comments as well on this video. And we'll catch y'all later. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment, and I'll talk with y'all later. All right, Boo checking out. Thanks for watching.